Aloha, everybody. Can you give me a quick thumbs up if you can hear? Oh, we got 10 in so far tonight. Welcome, everybody. Hopefully, you can all hear me. Should be okay. So, we'll get into it. What's happening tonight? We are. This week, the channel's absolutely kicked off. 3 videos have gone over 1,000 this week. Thank you all very much. So let's do the thank yous first, and a big thumbs up to all you guys. Tonight, we're going to go over the one box challenge. Week 1 so far coming up. We're going to launch it all off properly tonight. We'll have a little bit of chat about the train videos, some rules, questions and answers, and what's going to be dropping onto the channel this week. And then we'll open the floor to questions, that type of thing. Just at the moment, I'm going to have a look through, see who's all looked in. Kevin, aloha, Kevin. Good evening. Painted Germans and Americans for Mission 1. Need to try it out. Fantastic. Nice to see you getting in there. I love this game. The more of you play it, the better. You can't have too many games of bolt action. Well done. And let's have a look. IGS Beer Minier, if I've got that right. It's a really fun idea. I feel like having a 3D printer as an option removes the limits of the box. Well, do you know? But yeah, feel free to print stuff. Just 30 soldiers, though. Let's keep it to what would be a box. But they're going to run a tournament with this limitation. Excellent. I'm glad there's another tournament going on. And Mr. Mustache in Alberta. Love the channel and the frequent content. Well, we hope we keep the frequent content up. At the moment, my brain is getting a little frazzled, and I am an elderly old man, so we'll see what we can do for you guys. Thank you very much. And then Scott, aloha, Scott. He's finalized which box he's going to use, and the list is written as well. Wow. And they'll start to share some work in progress pictures. We're going to let you know where you can share all those later on tonight. Old Hickoris. Good day. Good day, Point. Aloha. He's got his box first and ready. Hey, Raven. Can't hear you. Oh, let's try and put the volume. Oh, that's why you can't hear me. Excellent. There we go. Can you hear me now, guys? Thumbs up. Good. Hopefully you can hear me now. And what we're going on. Just call me Jasper. Okay, Jazz. I'm flattered you think I will actually remember that. Fantastic. Scott just bought my built, I think he meant his MMG unit to go along with his first squad. Excellent. Get into there and building. German vet box. Oh, I wonder what I'm going to be using tonight. Been chatting about this with a few guys at the club. Brian, fantastic. Hello, Brian. I couldn't make it to the club, so I'll make it along next week. Make a big effort. And Cractus, hi, one of the regulars. No, you can't have 40 men for the old Soviet box because you can't buy the old Soviet box, you cheater. So you're limited to 30 men, as in the boxes you could purchase this just now. But remember, the rules probably come into the rules later. You can use printed bits and pieces, and anything out of your bits box you can use. It's supposed to be a bit of fun, really. One of the things that I'm looking to do, and again, might come on to a little bit later, I'm doing the thread already on this, is themed armies. And, you know, you can kind of be very competitive if you want to be with themed armies. And it's something I want to look more into. How can we play those themed armies? The things we love to play, you know, list themed on, you know, war movies, the Fury and all that kind of stuff. It's really very exciting. And sometimes we play it and we get a bit, oh, that didn't do very well. How can we start to win or at least put up a really good fight with these armies? I think that's one of the things that makes bolt action different, is that you can win with armies that have a theme, whether it's a historical theme or a film theme or whatever it is. Because what we love is playing with the things that we're passionate about. And I'm sure Brian out there will agree with that. Anyway, going on, what's coming? Yeah, I did a terrain video, and I think I was probably doing my same dizzy stuff when I was doing it. So there's a couple of errors in there, which I will go and fix. Thanks to the guys that came on and helped me out with those. But a lot of people love that video. It's done really, really well. So we're doing something right. Maybe we could do things a little bit better. Thanks for the feedback. Solo play was very popular as well. So I think in the future, I'm going to look into more about how can we do solo play and maybe draft some sort of a pack for you guys to use. And that seems as though it would be welcomed as well. Where are we? The one box challenge. Lots of people like the idea of the one box challenge. It's a fantastic way to get into the game. And we've had an awful lot of feedback. I had 99 comments on that string, although half of them were probably my comments. But, you know, there's a lot of comments back, and I really appreciate that. You guys giving us feedback, pointing out where we go wrong. Not that that ever happens, telling us what you want. It's all going to lay down the foundation for the restart on the WarHQ and trying to make it into somewhere for you guys and give you the help and the support and just somewhere to meet that you all want. What else we go on? So, yeah, the 1 week challenge. Now, tonight is technically the official launch that I decided. And what I'm wanting to do is I'm going to use the, where is it? We're going to use the Bolt Action Bootcamp Facebook group. I'll send you the details. I'm just going to bring it up onto the screen here in just a moment. This is the Bolt Action Bootcamp on Facebook. If you can wend your way to it, I will in just a moment put a link up in the side box there for you all. Give me a link. There we go. And let's come back to live stream. I'll just shove the link in here. Paste. That's the link for it. If you haven't already joined, go and join. It's a group that's run by myself, Brian, and Craig. It's been running for a while and seems to be ideal for this. So let me know your armies. In fact, let me know your armies down below. Which armies are you guys going to be doing in the one box challenge? And we're going to be able to post our videos, our updates, and big news. I've actually been on to the guys at Warlord, my old friends. I used to work for them way back when. And this is now the one box challenge is officially Warlord supported. So I'm going to have a couple of army boxes, maybe more, to give away to the supporters of the channel that myself, I'll maybe ask another couple of guys, think deserve them the most. So that's quite exciting. I had quite a long chat with some of my pals from the past down at Warlord Games, and they're very keen to get involved, which is fantastic, and looking to build up this community that we have going here of new players and players who want to improve, all that type of thing. So that's really nice. Now, I did say, let's have a think about what I'm going to be building. So I want you to drop in the comments, what box do you think I'm going to be using for the one box challenge? Because, of course, I'm going to be doing it with you. And we're going to a tournament organized by Craig Brown in Falkirk in October the 10th, if my rather poor memory serves right. So what army am I going to be taking to this tournament? And which army am I going to be, do you think I'm going to be building? Now, we've had a couple of people who, we had a lot of people who were putting in messages for us. So ADMC's German veteran infantry list he put up. exactly the kind of thing we want. It's a 9 dice LMG squads, MMG support, exactly the type of thing we're looking for. We've got a wee call out for the Chicago Dice blog. If you go there, they're they're not a YouTube group, they're a Facebook group, and they have some rules there for solo play, which is fantastic. Anything that gets community together. And I know there's an awful lot of people who are out there who's got nobody to play with immediately, or maybe would like to play midweek and, no way of doing that. Well, you could play with yourself, pardon the expression. So, yeah. Now, once you've told me what you think I'm going to choose, because we haven't chosen it yet, let me know what all you guys are going to, what box you're going to choose. There's lots of boxes out there that you could choose. So drop a wee message. Let me know what you're choosing. And so remember the rules. Let's go over the rules quickly. So one box only. And it's the model count from that box you've got. So it can't be a past box and go, oh, there was 40 in that or however many. It's got to be a current box. Okay. And it's going to be a 500-point list that you're going to build from that box. And legal army, so it has to have at least one officer and 2 infantry squads, the usual army stuff. And maybe later on we'll go over easy army once I've chosen an army and see what army I'm going to be starting to lead. And also get your lists into the comments if you want us to go into any of the over any of your lists. If you've got any listing queries, we can go over those today. Now, what's coming next? So, yeah, okay. You've given me a few suggestions for what you think I'll be taking. Let's just run this back and have a look. I wish I was rich enough we can have somebody doing this all for us. Brilliant. Never played bolt action. Oh, and the one box challenge is getting you into the game. Fantastic. Thank you, Jazz. Now, Raven Hobbies. For a newbie like myself, is there any boxes that you would recommend? Well, in actual fact, I wouldn't recommend a box. Do you know that? I'm going to recommend that you pick something that excites you. Doesn't really matter. There's not one box that's stronger than another. Some are slightly, but I want you to get passionate about the game first. And let's get you winning with what you're passionate about before we go on to finding out all the meta stuff and all the stuff they're playing at the World Team Championships or the Danish Nationals or the American Nationals, whatever it is. Go with something you're passionate about because we need to have fun with the game. And now we've got a lot of us love version 2. Some of us slow to getting into version 3. But once we got there, we're like, oh, this is really great. And I want you guys to get that passionate about it. Have something that drives you because then you'll get the painting done, which is half the hobby. And that side of the hobby is good for, just calming down and relaxing a little bit because when you do the painting, you can't really concentrate on anything else. So it takes your mind away from all the troubles for a little bit, gives you a little rest. So my advice, choose what you're passionate about because what I'm passionate about, you probably won't be passionate about. Okay, where are we going with this? This is perfect for me. I want to build a 500-point partisan list as a breather project. That sounds interesting. I wonder what box you'll use for that. But there's lots of boxes you could use. Thank you. Should just be Africa Core is a possibility. It certainly is because they've got light mortars in there. MMGs, that's one that people will use. I'm going with the Italian Bersaglieri. I just murdered that. He's going Italian, basically. It's a lovely box, one of the newer boxes that's out. British Winter Infantry. I think the Winter Infantry boxes are a great choice if you're new to the hobby because I find personally that often the models in greatcoats are a little bit easier to paint. There's not quite so much detail involved in that. British... Still on the starter set. So Germans and Americans, fabulous. Soviets version 2. Some boxes are much easier to build for a newbie. That's very true. The older boxes are a little bit more difficult and fiddly because the older boxes, I don't know if there's any left now, but certainly they used to have the weapons were separate to the hands and you had 2 arms and there was a lot of fiddly bits. They're a lot easier now. So for a newbie, that's a good point there. Who was that? That was JB Tackle. Great comment there. Yeah, the newer boxes are probably easier for new people, but whatever you're passionate about, that's what we're about. And kit bashing, fantastic. Now, let's get down to my choice. Now, I actually have several choices, and you guys are going to pick it for me tonight. Now, can I do something special here? I probably can't because I don't know how to work this thing properly. Let's just give me a wee second. Nope. Can't do it there. Okay, so we'll just do it on a blind poll. So I've got 3 that I could do. So the first up for tonight is the US Winter box, US Infantry Winter box. And then I also have Germans. That would be the new German Veteran box. And I also have a French Infantry box. It's probably too shiny there. So put it down. Am I doing French? Guys, you choose. Am I doing German Veterans or am I doing the US? So it's USA, France, or Germany. Go and put your comments in the box and let's see what you choose for me. And then I'm going to get passionate about whichever one you choose. France have got an early bid in there. Excellent. Good. Now, let's see, have a look. Terrain rules, questions and answers. Oh, Germans, another France. Oh, it's catching up. So, the terrain rules, we had a few slight errors in the video, which I'll go over and correct. So I kind of went to version 2 for the cover saves. So I will correct those. Where are we going now? Kaz Reggie's request. Next time, please show and tell. Fantastic. Thank you for the comment. As we get into these, I'm going to spend more time on the videos. At the moment, I'm very limited for time. I have a full-time job and a couple of other business interests which takes up my time. And I set one day aside for making videos and replying to all the comments and doing all the YouTube stuff. But as time goes on, we're going to do more. There's going to be less of me talking to video and more of me showing you things. So it's something that's coming, lads. So a couple of questions as well. A couple of questions I would like to see if you can guys answer for me. So when it comes to terrain, so I was talking about the terrain video which just went up and has been very popular, and we would like to do it much better. And as was suggested there, do some demonstrations with some actual models online to make it a bit more understandable for all you guys that are getting into the game. So what terrain has confused you guys? And has cover ever cost you a game? I know it's cost me a game from time to time. I'm sure we've all had the situation where there's an enemy veteran squad that is being put down in some hard cover. So they're getting their 4 up. It will be a 2 up save if they're down. And it's taken us 6 turns and we still haven't got rid of them by the end of the turn. Oh, we've all had those instances. Have you had those instances? And what terrain setup mistake did you keep making when you first started? When you first put up the terrain? I know Brian from my club loves doing the terrain. I'm not really a terrain guy. I just like to play the game. I'm quite happy if it's all spread about, but Brian makes some beautiful tables when we're at the club. And I know sometimes we've put roads out and all of us, one person's had a load of vehicles that just run off the board, or we've had a road up the middle, we've been outflanking, forgot that double movement on the road, all these things. I have often forgotten that a ruin isn't a house, for example. I find it hard to do the distinction on that. I've been hiding behind a ruin when I could have moved into the ruin to get a better shot with a tracked vehicle, perhaps. So what sort of mistakes when you were setting up the train did you guys start making? Now, let's have a look back, see what you guys are looking. Although the French are looking quite tasty here. Let's do a quick straw poll. We've got France, Germans, France, Germans, France. France is harder, but much let's go for it. France, French. I think that the French have quite easily won the straw poll. So I will be making up a French box. I've got them here. So it'll be brand new out the wrapping, what I can make with this army. So here, I'm going to open up my Easy Army page for you. So just give me a wee second. So stop sharing that one. Go back to sharing a Easy Army and share. So for this, I'm going to use Easy Army. So if you can follow along with this, those of you that haven't used it, Easy Army is free. You can do a free account. If you want to give a donation to Greg, who runs this, he will be most appreciative. But it's a free resource. It's not as accurate sometimes as Warlord's own app. If we go to the top drop-down chart here, we'll come down, we'll go French. There we go. And now we've got our choices here. And we're in version 3, so we're going to go for French Rifle Platoon to start with. We can see marked in red here what our choices that we have to make are. So I'm actually going to go in and do the infantry choice first. So out of this box, I'm also taking a French army. As some of you might know, Beau's done 3 lists for me for a competition coming up this week. This week, it'll be a week yesterday, next Saturday. So I might be playing at that. So already actually have the foundations of French army. And I might do something slightly different here. So let's have a look and see. This is a 500-point list. Ooh. And 500 points. Oh, I like the rock. I've already got them, but I like them. So we're going to go in here and we're going to take them. No, I want to take something that is regular. So let's go in, have a look at the regular choice for infantry section. Can I make these? Yeah, so we can make them Senegalese. So we're going to go for regulars here. So we'll click down on the regular and the options can add up to 6 men. This squad comes with 5 men, an NCO and 4 men. So to start with, we'll make them 7-man squads. So regular, we go into here and we're going to add another 2 men, which will give us a 7-man squad. 2 men, Paul. Now, what are we going to do? Let's bring this table just up a little bit. So up to 2 men may have a light machine gun. That's quite interesting. Let's make it 1 for just now. And 1 man may have a VB launcher. So let's have 1 of those for just now. And let's save that. Down at the bottom. Come on, save. There we go. And if we go back, we'll want to save. So if you come down at the bottom here, save and back. And that squad has cost us 105 points. But we've got 1 light machine gun in it. And we've also got a rocket launcher in it. Now, what I want to do is just let me check what the range of the rocket launcher is. So if we come back to the selection section, almost rhymes. If we come down, let's have a look and see the range of the VB launcher, which is a rifle grenade launcher. It's indirect, it's 1 inch, so it works as a light mortar, but it has a much different range. It's got half the range, but also you can fire it within when you're just over 6 inches instead of the normal 12. So it's quite expensive, but we'll stick with it for just now. 105 points. We might come back and alter that later, and we'll do another squad exactly the same, I think. So infantry section, come on. We'll add another 2 regular guys, regulars. And another 2 gives a 7-man squad. For just now, we'll just do 1 light machine gun, and we'll have 1 guy on a VB launcher, and we'll click down and just save and back. Okay. Come on, you can do it. Now, what have we got in anti-tank? Now, as you can see, the French have the choice of an anti-tank team. It's basically early war equipment here, but we do need one of these. Just now, I'm going to take it as regular. It means it's a little bit easy to take off, and it's only a 2-man squad, so we will have to protect them a little bit. So we'll take one of those. That gives us 3 dice at the moment. We still need a platoon commander. But we're going to go in here to the light mortars. Light mortar team. We'll take, for just now, we'll take one of them at regular, save them back. We've now got 4 dice for 265 points. It's probably about right. Let's go ahead and do our platoon commander. Now, at 500 points, we could take an inexperienced officer, give him a pistol. It'd be 20 points. It's a cheap dice, but potentially he's not really doing very much. Inexperienced, he is probably going to die fairly quickly. Now, in this list, because the French is a PDF list, I'm pretty sure I can get submachine guns free of charge for my HQ units. I will check that later on, so don't take it as gospel. I'm pretty sure on the PDF you just get the one. So we're going to take another 2 men here because that's all we've got, and we're going to give them all submachine guns here, and we're going to save them back. We're not going to take them veteran, are we? We'll take them regular for just now. Save them back. And now we have got, eventually, come on, you can do it, computer. You can do it. Yes, down the range goes. We've now got 5 dice for 315 points. Gives us 185 still to play with. Now, here, the French forward observer is well worth it. Because we're running on a PDF, the French forward observer can do 2 bomb strikes. So again, I'm going to go regular. I'm going to arm them with submachine guns. So I'm going to get him to take 2 men. They can forward deploy, and they can spot for the light mortar. So we could run the light mortar up behind something and use the spotter, so it keeps the light mortar out of danger potentially. We're going to go with 2 guys there, and we don't have horses in the box, damn it. Save them back. And what have we got? So we've now got 6 dice for 412 points. I would like to have another light mortar, and don't think I've got enough points for another infantry unit. if I could get somebody to 3D print me horsey cavalry, but that wouldn't be out of the box. So I'm not going to do that this time, but I think cavalry would be the better choice here for the French. If we go down, let's just have a look at the cavalry section. Cavalry section, you've got 6 guys for 78 points. They come with their horses, so that's already paid for. And yeah, if I was 3D printing those, and I know a couple of men who could for me, I'd actually take cavalry by choice. However, I'm going to stick with what's in the box because that's more in keeping with the rules. So let's just save them back here because we haven't done anything. So what we're going to do, an infantry squad is costing us quite a lot. But if I did... If I did another infantry section, regular, and try a light machine gun again. Oh, and I was going to make these squads tough fighters as well. Made them 6-man instead of 7-man. Come down and save. What does that do for us? Save them back. 502. So if we made these infantry sections 6-man instead of 7-man. Let's go back here, come down to 6-man. Give them all to fighters for 1 point, just in case they get attacked. Save them back. Oh, we had a VB launcher in there, eh? We're at 498. So just by bringing that one down, 498. Yeah, but I wanted them to be tough fighters, didn't I? Go on, show me. Oh, those are tough fighters. Yeah. That's 401. This infantry section, if we make them tough fighters. Tough fighters add 7 points. We need 5 points less. So again, let's make this a 6-man squad. There we go. Come down. We're getting to the end of this. Oh, it's painful. I take ages to write lists, as you're finding out, lads. What have we got? 494 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's have a little look at this. If you go up to options at the top here and you go to... it's not that one. If you go to view, sorry. If you go into view, it'll view it as a little PDF. And from here, if you go to output, you can go and print this off and you can look at all the options there. So we've got 7 dice for 494 points. I'll probably put in another 6 points somewhere or other, but that's going to be the basis of my list. Hopefully that was a little bit helpful for you. Let's go back to and see what's going on. Yeah. Hills and mountains are very confusing. Yeah, they can be. We'll maybe go over those at some time. Anyway, hello, Mark the Shark, 1968. Oh, you're up about my age nearly. Not quite there, but you're getting there. Lurking and listening. I hope you learned something. I hope you do too. But tell us what you would like to learn. So yeah, we're going to go with the French. There's not that many models in that list, so we'll have a few extra models. And with those extra models, let's just have a look back here at the list for a second. How many models do I have? Has it got the model count on here? It's got the pick list. So we're 1, 2, 6, 9, 17, 20. We've got 20... We've got roughly 27. So we've got an extra 3 models we could do something with. I would possibly make up another anti-tank rifle for later on, possibly make up a medic if you wanted, or what we could do is a little company commander. So we've got enough models to be a little bit more flexible there. So hopefully you guys got something out of that, watching me do the list building. Brian, the amount of times I've set up loads of fields and there's been no way through with real vehicles, haven't we? Now, just for the listeners, Brian always kills my vehicles with prep bombardment. I don't like prep bombardment for that one reason. Anyway, line of sight, when they say it's forest or trees, some people like line of sight from the edge of terrain. So that's another great comment, Jazz, that we will actually look into now that you brought that up. I run first, you good, great work. I'm going to be using the British Canadians, specifically the 51st Highlanders, the Black Watch, Raven, Scotland. Excellent. We love themed armies. One that I was thinking of doing is I just love my Royal Marine Commandos. And when I worked for Warlord, John Stallard got them to mold me a load of kilted legs so that I could make a particular unit that went on the Nazaire raid. If you haven't read about that, read it. There's a couple of programs on the telly about it. Fantastic raid. Was it Trojan Horse? Can't remember the name of it now, but it was excellent. Anyway, so anything that's themed, get into it. I love themed armies. And then once you get them themed, let's learn how we can get you to win a few games with those themed armies of yours. Here's a good question. Why take an AT rifle in basically an infantry only tournament? Well, actually, the tournament isn't infantry only, Jazz. It's an excellent question. The tournament is it 500 or 600 point? It might be a 600 point. I can't remember off the top of my head. We're running the 500 point box list for this one box challenge. But the actual tournament, there is armor allowed up to 7+. And there could be people taking armed transports of one form or another, which, you can keep them down with a little bit of armament. You can keep them down below 100 points. So an anti-tank rifle is a really good option there. And also, as some of you will know, when you've been playing for a while, a lot of us talk about the anti-tank rifle being the poor man's sniper. As Sam Soden, I don't know, as Sam said, excellent point. Some coconuts onto that. Well, that was when I was talking about the cavalry. Thank you. I enjoyed that comment. Good. Yeah. So thanks for those comments coming in. It's all excellent. And I'm enjoying this one. It's hard for me to shut up at the moment. What have we got coming in the following week? I'm going to have a video going up that I've had on my table to do for a little bit of time, which is going to be going over shaped charges against buildings. Again, one of the friends at the club was it a tournament? I think it was a tournament, surprised me with jumping 2 Panzerfausts out and shooting them at a house that had my veteran squad in it. Thought they were very safe because I'd taken care of all the armor, fired 2 Panzerfausts and killed the entire damn squad with Panzerfausts. So whether you're playing them or they're being played against you, you need to know how this works if you're not aware of it. So we're going to do a little video on that. I'm going to do another video for my new to bolt action series. I am going to be doing a little video on the army that Beau asked me to build, the other French army that Beau asked me to build. And I'll probably do a little something on the start of my 500-point French army here and see how that gets along. So thank you to you guys for choosing that to me. What else have we got up for this week, video-wise? Not sure off the top of my head, but we've got quite a lot coming in. We're getting we've over 2,000 subscribers now, which is fantastic. We've had since we restarted the channel about 6-7 weeks ago, we've added about 1,000 subscribers. So thank you very much, guys. It's what makes it worthwhile. And remember to keep letting me know what content you guys want to see. We've got another couple of comments coming in here. Jazz, I see, excellent. I prefer an autocannon, bit more expensive, but 2 shots. Yeah, excellent idea, but you don't get autocannons in the one box challenge, I'm afraid. I like autocannons a lot, actually, but yeah, they're not in those boxes, so I can't use them. So the next best thing is a single shot anti-tank rifle, the poor man's autocannon, if you like. The good thing with the anti-tank rifle, it has quite a good range now, so that's really good. Mark the Shark, I'm just trying to figure out how to get it started. Well, 2 ways you could get started. First of all, you could join the 1 box challenge and just buy a box. Boxes, depends where you are in the world, but back here in the UK, they're about 28 to 35 pounds, depending where you get them from, or 37 pounds. So it's roughly about £1 a model, roughly, give or take. It's a great cheap way to get in, and you can build an army out of 1 box. If you compare it to some other games we know, you wouldn't get an army for 40 quid. So it's a nice, easy way to get in. Another way to get into it is if you have a look at my video for the, what they call, the introductory set, you get enough there to get 2 wee armies and just get you started, and a very simple set of bolt action rules to give you the basics, which is enough to get started and play the game until you get passionate about it and you want to get in. The other way, which I mentioned before already tonight, is to get something that you're passionate about. Is it Highlanders? Is it a Canadian unit? Is it a German unit you've heard about? Whatever it is, get something that you're passionate about, because you'll paint them, you'll get them on the board, you'll be proud of them. They will lose some, they might even win some. But look, excuse me, as long as you have some fun with it. And Mark, if you need help, just contact me. We'll be happy to help you with any specific questions you might have, mate. Where are we? I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah, we've done that one. I have a Panzerfaust going into my 500-point 1 box set. Yes, it's well worth it. It's a little bit of anti-tank and anti-building, which can be quite handy. It costs 15 points. It's quite flexible. And yeah, brilliant idea. Can't you make autocannons from the sprue itself? Yes, I suppose you could, and I think I would allow that, but my skills probably aren't up to making an autocannon which would be believable out of a sprue, to be honest, mate. But yeah, you go for it and show us a picture of how it turns out. Will this be available? Yes, it will be available on YouTube later. It takes about 2 or 3 hours for it to upload, and then tomorrow I'll take out the timer at the front, so you don't have to sit through that. 3D printed vehicles and gaming store and tournaments. Yes, you are, Raven Hobbies. There's no problem with, we're not like some other games where you have to use their official models. This is World War II, and Warlord Games does not have a monopoly on those. So you can use anybody's games. You want them to be approximately the right scale, which is 28 millimeter, give or take. But you can use printed models. Nobody's that I've heard of has ever had a problem with that. I don't even think Warlord have a problem with it. I'm speaking out of turn as I no longer work for them. But knowing John and the rest of the guys down there, I don't think they're bothered. They really just want you to play games and have fun. And if it's with their models, they're even happier. But use whatever you've got. Yeah, thank you, Jazz. There's no copyright, exactly. Oh, fantastic. So we're all happy. So what have we got else? We've done coming up. What time are we on? Yeah, we've got about 10 minutes or so to go. Have we got any questions about list building at the moment, guys? Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that, mate. I have a great face for radio, mate. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. But if you've got any questions about list building, uh, let me know them in the comments down below here, and we'll see how it goes. And yeah, while I think Brian is still on here, I'd just like to say thank you to Brian while we've got a few people online, because Brian kind of got me into gaming. It was really the kids originally, and I went up to the club here, the local club, and Brian was there. And after what seemed like years, it was probably lots of months, but after years, Brian invited me to have a little game with him at, what was it back then? I think it was Fancy, back Warhammer Fantasy back then. And that's how I got into it. So yeah, as Brian says, I'm thanking Brian, but yeah, sorry to everybody else. But I just wanted to say that while I know Brian's online here. Thank you very much, mate. I really do appreciate it. Although maybe nobody else in Bolt Action appreciates it. Yeah, quite possibly, Jazz. But that's the whole ethos behind Warlord, although it's hard, is slightly different to some other large wargaming companies. And they really are in it for the gamers. They're not in it. They want to make money, don't get me wrong, but that's not the first priority. Their first priority is to have happy gamers playing lots of games, if possible, their games. They just want people playing games. I know the guys personally. They're all lovely guys. And it's one of the reasons why we don't have a lot of theatre books. At the moment, the army books are coming up because it's in version 3 and they've needed to change things to bring those army books up to date. But unlike some companies, they don't change them, every 2 or 3 years. Sorry, I'm reading the comments here as well. So, they really are quite a different company. You'd be surprised, and having worked for them, I really do know this is true. They're a fantastic company. They're slightly odd in the way they work, but it does work. It works well for them. Fantastic. And somebody's asked me, if you don't mind me, why did you leave Warlord? I left Warlord. Warlord were going through a time, it was just after COVID. There had been a big burst in the level of people buying hobbies during COVID. So there was quite a lot of money coming in. COVID ended, and then suddenly the sales stopped. They came down a little bit. And so they looked to get rid of people. At the time, I was living in Scotland. I had said to them I would come down to Nottingham. When I came back, I'd emigrated to Bermuda and come back. When I came back, I said, well, if I'm coming back, I'll come down and stay in Nottingham because that's where I need to be to work for you, to work with the community. But they said, no, I went to Scotland. Once I was in Scotland, back where I'm supposed to be, they then asked me to come and work for them. I did for about a year or a year and a half. But after that, I was really in the wrong place to be helping them out from Scotland. And now they have a couple of brand new staff down there doing what I used to do and doing a fantastic job. And I've moved on to other careers, and I'm coming back into the YouTube side of Bolt Action. I've been playing all the time. I like to think I play competitively. Brian may very well disagree with that. But I'm not the best player in the world, but I do enjoy playing the game, and I'm really passionate about it, and I want more people to play it. I just want you to have fun, really. Why buy version 2? Should I buy version 2 rulebook or version 3 rulebook? Well, you'll probably be able to pick up version 2 for free. In fact, I might have one somewhere. But I would pick up the version 3 rulebook, to be honest. I like it, but ask around, get other people's opinions. I am not the be-all and end-all of Bolt Action. There are lots of opinions out there. Try playing a version 2 game. Try playing a version 3 game. What do you prefer? Yeah. What did you do for Bolt Action? That's a good question. I had lots of fun at Warlord. I started off as the Bolt Action ambassador back when Simon Tift was there, and I basically went around tournaments, and I was Warlord guy. I used to bring free stuff, give stuff out, lots of dice, all that kind of thing. And at that stage, from having been a competitive player, when I first started playing tournaments, I started playing around the world, which was my hobby. And I really wanted to get people from around the world playing bolt action. So I helped to set up the WTC, the World Team Championships, with Dave Nolan, who does a fantastic job. I've dropped out of that since to concentrate on other things. And because I traveled around the world, I was quite friendly with the guys in America, and they saw it as a good move to have me. And at that time, I basically got paid in plastic, which is the normal currency in wargaming. If you're working for people, yeah, get paid in plastic, whatever. And they used to pay some of my expenses to travel around the world. And then when I emigrated to Bermuda, I kind of stopped doing that. And then when I came back from Bermuda after COVID, they asked me if I would come and play. And I was, what was my official title? I think I was the community manager, but I'd have to look at the past stuff. So that's what I did. And they've got better people doing it than me now, although none of them will be as passionate as I am about bolt action. Let's have a look. What else? That's Betty. Said you had fun. Yeah. What did you do? Yeah. Agree. Version 3, in my opinion, is better, having played them. Yeah, but everybody has their opinion. I've seen a couple of people saying, we're just going to carry on playing version 2. Fantastic. It's whatever lights your candle. You need to get your fun at this. Yes, Raven Hobbies. I had a fantastic time with the company, but not as a fantastic time as I'm having with all you guys. I'm really very impressed that there's 16 of you at the moment online listening to all this rubbish that I spout out. But remember, if you see me around, come and say hi to me. It does my ego the world of good, if nothing else. Right, where are we with time-wise? Yeah, it's about time to run this session down. What do you think about MMG teams? Is medium is basically a light machine gun on a tripod. Yeah, a medium machine gun is basically a light machine gun on a tripod. I absolutely agree. What do I think about them? I tend not to run them, although having said that, I've put them in that little French list. I'm not too sure that I personally think they're worth the points, unless you're running a German army and you get Hitler's buzzsaw, which gives you one extra shot, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually makes quite a big difference, I find, when I'm playing. So although even with Germans, I don't generally play MMGs, I think they can be very handy. And in some German units, you can have 2 MMGs, and that puts out 10 shots for 4 guys. That's probably worth the extra points. They make sort of good units they've got a little bit of range, so they've got 36-inch range, which comes in handy, and they're quite good for defending objectives when you play an objectives game. So it's kind of a very politician's answer here. It kind of depends on the circumstance. I don't personally favor them a lot. When I play commandos, I never put them in a British squad. But then I'm sure Brian would probably disagree with me. I can't remember whether Brian plays him in his British squads, but I think he probably does. So, pays your money, takes your choice. I don't think that really helped you very much, Jazz. But yeah, certainly for Germans, it's a good shout. Hope that helps. Cool. Right. I'm going to start to close out now. So let's have a look. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's have a look at some of the comments that have come in this week. Rules debates. Well, we've talked about the 5+ cover. Command bot. Comma bot. When 50% or more of the squad is not in line of sight, is it hard cover, no matter what kind of cover? I honestly can't remember, so I will do that. 2nd edition, infantry assault carrier and the fire order on it. Roll 4+ to hit or an or to hit. With the fire order, I'm not quite sure I completely understand that. Soviet Horde. This is from Benjamin Sinclair. Soviet conscription. Horde, forward to Balloon, another 30 infantry he's wanting to buy for his army for 1250 points. It's a strong list building question, and it's probably going to breed more questions from that. If you're playing a Horde army, then more is better, basically. You're not cared about them getting killed, but there's a lot more painting. That's actually the reason I probably don't play Horde armies very much, because of the painting. But, you know, A2 rifles, they suffer the -1 at long range. Yes, they do, Caractacus. It's a, it suffers the -1 at long range. However, if you're within point blank, and do check this, I'm pretty sure it gets an extra +1 at 6 inches. So, you know, you lose some, you gain some, but having if you can get an anti-tank rifle in behind a vehicle and within 6 inches, well, it can be quite devastating. It's a bit more difficult to get them in there. Somebody asking about the solo, if playing attacker in your scenario, what's the doctrine for a French player defending a village early on? I'm going to give some more information about that in future videos. Dreadnought, who is a detailed solo rules developer, says my ideas are inspiring new ideas, and the rest I will just steal. Go ahead, steal them. That's what they're there for. So we are, as I've said, we're going to be doing more solo stuff. Community moments. Oh, Mark the Shark. Aloha, Mark the Shark. This video has helped me make the decision to pull the trigger on bolt action. Fantastic. I love it when someone's joined the hobby because of something I done or said. Yeah, made me feel fantastic tonight, Mark the Shark. Thank you very much. Jimmy's Adventure. This is an interesting comment. He's saying, unless you have a solid hand holder into the hobby, I think most people stop even before the first game. No ego, just stripping it down to help people is mint. And that's Jimmy from New Zealand. Fantastic. If I can hold your hand in a metaphorical sense as you get started, that would be brilliant. And that's actually what all this is about. Yeah, there's a couple in there. This is an interesting one. This is from Cyber Leader Andy. Aloha, Cyber Leader Army. Your videos are like an intro to Hell Let Loose. I have to say, I probably agree with you. Frustrating at the beginning, but great once you learn the basics. So I'm not sure whether to be flattered or hurt by that. But thank you very much. I'm glad you get something out of them once you get started. What else we got? Good. And I think that's about it for tonight. We've certainly gone, we've gone for an hour now. Let's have a little look, just catch up on these comments. Yes, but only when firing on vehicles or infantry or artillery. It's still +2 at 24. Yeah, good, great food. Keep up the great. Yeah, thank you very much, Scott. Yeah, well, the ultimate litmus test. What do you think of company commanders? I think they can be very, very handy because you can get a company commander fairly cheap, and the extra bubble and the extra morale bonus and the extra snap to it are excellent. So I'm a big favor of company commanders. Do you have a Discord, or is the Facebook the best place? The Facebook place, Ravens Hobbies, is the best place for just now. As we develop the WarHQ, I will probably set up a Discord, but that's not for just now. It needs I need to have a little bit more time, get used to pumping the videos out with some reasonably decent content on a regular basis. And then once we get that as a habit and all you guys are used to it, then we'll try and make things a little bit fancier, maybe put jazz hands in. So Facebook for just now, and let me have a look, see if I can bring the Facebook up again. Share, where's the share there? Oh, get rid of that one. Let's share this one. The boot camp is the one we want to share. There we go. And if we go in, I'll put up the link again for you guys. Where is the link? There it is, right in front of me. Paste. There we go. That's the link up again. If you join into that, the boot camp there, me and the other moderators, it'll probably take me a day or two to get sort of some official posts put up there. And now that we're Warlord supported, we'll get all that information up there. And yeah, fantastic. So I'll see you either on the bootcamp on Facebook, or you can message me through YouTube, and I'll sort out the email, which I can't remember offhand. I think it's warhq.co.uk. You can get in touch with us. The website isn't actually live at the moment, but I'm pretty sure that's the email. So at warhq.co.uk, I'm pretty sure is the email. But YouTube for just now, lads. You can get in touch with me there. And I do spend probably the best part of an hour to 2 hours each night answering and replying to the comments there. So keep them up. Okay. I'm tired out. I need a cup of tea. And my good lady is waiting upstairs in bed for me to watch the telly, I say, by the way, before all you mucky-minded people get there. So I'll go off. See you all later. Brian, I'll try and get up on Friday. Thank you all very much. This is taking off much better than I ever dreamed. And it's all down to you guys, and I'm very appreciative. So take care, boys, and we'll see you soon. Mahalo for now.